Hello and welcome to the mains PYQ discussion by New IAS. The theme for today's video is symbolism. It's from art and culture. The question is from 2022 prelims and this was part of a major current event as well. Now look at the question. Discuss the significance of lion and bull figures in Indian mythology, art and architecture. It's a 250 word question for 15 marks. The current affairs linkage with this is the controversy regarding the emblem, the national emblem of India that was installed in the new parliament building. So there were questions raised regarding the aggressiveness in the face of the lion and the departure from the original lion figure that was there in the Ashokan capital. So it was a big issue there, and UPSC has chose to ask a question on these lines: the relevance of both lion and bull figures in three realms: mythology, art, and architecture. So we have followed a similar structure here in the body part. We'll divide it in threefold: mythology first, art second, and architecture third. And under each head, we'll address both the figures separately, lion and bull. And if you look at the introduction, we'll start with the ancient citation of both these figures, which is in the motif of Indus Valley civilization, the famous Pashupati seal. In this motif, you can see a figure considered as Pashupati in the center, surrounded by animals, including lion and bull. So the symbolic value of these two figures starts since Indus Valley time. We'll underline that in the introduction. In the body part, first it's about the relevance in mythology. There in mythology, we can see lion coming in as a symbol of kingship and power. If you take the Panchatantra tales, for example, lion is always regarded as the king of the jungle. Now, it's an international myth, not just Indian, but we can see it in ancient India as well. Some other specific examples that we are going to cite in this answer is the Narasimha Avadar. Half lion, half human. Lion symbolizes the power and the valor. Another example is the story of goddess Durga. So, mount of goddess Durga and Lord Vishnu in Indian mythology is lion. So that's yet another significance. So we have marked three instances of significance of lion in mythology. Coming to bull, bull always symbolizes fertility. So bull is about fertility. Then another example is bull as the vehicle of Lord Shiva in the name of Nandi. So again, the beliefs in those times are closely related to nature worship. So elements in nature are linked with mythology. So Shiva, Nandi, fertility and nature are all connected. There are some arguments that in the Indus Valley figure or the Pashupati Celia is an ancient version of Shiva. So now you know how all these things are connected. Now coming to the art part. Lion can be seen in the cave paintings from prehistoric times. Whenever we draw a scene of hunting, lion always features because lion was the greatest fear of humans. Lion was the apex predator. So hunting lion was something that was very important, something that could be symbolized always in art. So it is part of the cave paintings in Bhimbeka, prehistoric paintings, Lakudiyar caves, lion is there. Then it's about the Harappan motifs when it comes to bull. So motifs are also an aesthetic product. It's not just about a religious product. Motifs, seals, terracotta figurines, all these are part of the social and aesthetic life of the Harappans. There you can see the bull figurine. Final part is with respect to architecture. And the most important obvious example that everyone should bring in their answer is the Ashokan pillar. I've shown that in the thumbnail of this video. You can look at that. Ashokan pillar has a lion on top and the pillar below that. So it's called the lion capital. Lion will be on top, and in the pillar there will be inscriptions laid down by Ashoka. It can be regarding anything, regarding Ashoka's Dhamma, his message for the subjects. But on top of that, he has a lion which shows the kingship or the power of the king. And now historians argue that this lion is very pious. It respects Ashoka's transformation from Barigosha to Dharmagosha, but that's a different question. But the lion is there. That's more important. Now coming to other examples like Rajput forts. For example, the Mergah fort, lion is there. In the Khajuraho temple, which is known for its intricate carvings, lion is there. So in all these places, as we discussed in the mythology part, lion symbolizes power. Now when it comes to the bull figure, we have already discussed bull as a very significant figure in the mythology of Shiva. In the architecture, Nandi figures can be seen in most of the important ancient sites. One prominent example is the Nandi figure in Brihadeshwara temple. It is the single biggest monolithic sculpture in India. It's a huge Nandi figure. Nandi figure can also be found in Mahabalipuram monuments, which was built by the Pallavas. This one is by the Cholas. So Nandi figure is a classic example that you have to bring in the architecture fold. And finally, we look to conclude this answer by invoking other symbols. So Indian culture is filled with symbolism. Some examples are the symbols related to Buddha in the Toranas of the Sanchi Stupa. So what I've given here is with respect to symbols like this only, lion and bull. We have given the example of eagle as the symbol of Rashtrakutas and tiger as the symbol of Cholas. You can give the motifs or symbols related to Buddha in Sanchi Stupa as well. I just mentioned it. But these are two examples that we have given in the answer. Whatever we have discussed in red here, we have kept in red here. They are effective value additions for this question that you have to bring in your answer. And this is how you can address an unconventional question like this with proper structuring and effective value addition and with a coherent introduction and conclusion. Thank you for listening.